Peace. Yours truly, Ivory. Give me 1 second here. Hopefully everybody's doing okay this day. Hopefully everybody's doing fine. 1 second here. Right. Got that set. Share with a couple of platforms here. All right, we'll go ahead and get started. First and foremost, I'm Ivory. I am a energy reader first. This is done by way of divine gift from many lifetimes. My intuition is very, very potent and high. I can pick up on the energy of an insect. I have been reading energy since a child. In this lifetime, in many lifetimes. I wanted to stop by and speak on briefly the difference between an energy reader and a tarot card reader. As a tarot card reader, this was downloaded, given to me back in early June. I didn't really start posting energy readings or tarot readings until around the end of June. In 2 weeks, I was able to not so much master the cards, but because of my gift, I was able to, if you will, collaborate the cards with my intuition or the abilities to read energies. Now, having said that, as an energy reader versus just a tarot reader, I utilize the cards to connect with the tarot community. That's it. Honestly, some have even, we'll hear some people say, the tarot community, if you will, or the tarot world, that they don't need the cards in order to help people. They don't need the cards in order to pick up on energies. And the reason for this is all of us in our soul's creation is given two powers. One of the powers is the highest vibrating energy on this place we call planet Earth. That is the power of love. That's what the universe is all about. Love. The second powers that we are given on this place we call planet Earth is the power of free will. Now, what you do with these powers determines how you have utilized these powers in previous lifetimes. For example, many of us in previous lifetimes have utilized our free powers of, or our powers of love, not according to the way that the universe intended for us to use them. Many of us have used power of the powers of free will, not according to the way the universe has given it to us. Now, what I'm simply saying to y'all, family, is this here. This is to all of my positive Soul's Journey Tribe brothers and sisters. We have what is called the first family of the universe, or the first family creation, or the elements. That will be your fire, your water, your air, and earth. Of these four elements of creation, three of them has retained or has made it back, if you will, to its sacred status. That would be the element of fire. It represents actually the sun. The element water, all of your oceans. Without water, none of us is here. What is it? They say scientifically that 60 to 70% of your body is made up of fluids, water. Then you have the air that you breathe, the oxygen, the atmosphere, ThAnkhful, as known in ancient times, as far as to the way we phrase it. And without air or oxygen, none of us exist down here, just like without fire or the sun, none of us exist down here. And without these elements, none of us exist down here. Now, of those three that I just mentioned, they have all retained its sacred status. The only element of creation, of the first family of the universe creation, that has not regained its sacred status is the element of earth. Now, when you think about tarot, when you think about energies, tarot energy, as far as the earth element, is the one last element of creation that has been struggling to maintain its sacred status. What do I mean by this? If we were to use the word sin, when we think about that word sin, none of us is born in this here thing we call sin. It's really choices, decisions, accountabilities, things of this nature. But if you were to use this word sin, the universe now only looks at one thing that we would call sin. In fact, two. And that is the same two powers that has been given to our souls since its inception, not just the creation of it. And what I mean by that is these two powers of love and free will is the most negative, abusive power energy sources on earth, which is still struggling to maintain or to regain its sacred status. Having said that, you will find now that Mother Universe is looking at the planet and all of the world leaders, all of the inhabitants, people like you and I. And what Mother Universe has done is stirred up a perfect cosmic energy storm to bring back daughter Earth into her or his sacred status. The abuse of power, or the abuse of free will, this is that one sin along with the abuse of the energy called love that the universe is mad at. On yesterday, I did, before I even say anything about yesterday, I want y'all to pay attention to these things. When it comes to the cosmic wheel, we call the Wheel of Fortune, it has 12 constellations or 12 zodiacs or 12 energies that, as the world turns, if you will, as the constellations turn and move about the cosmic or the sun, there are two energies that really affects these constellations or these zodiacs, and that's the sun and the moon. Now, all of us can embody all energies of the 12 constellations or zodiacs. It's all energy. It's all masculine and feminine, not male and female, not woman and man. This leads me to this. For those who choose to go to the various social media platforms like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, what have you, when you're looking at these, when you are viewing these videos that the various readers are presenting to you, there's always going to be that element of earth of which all of us, again, can embody. Whether you are a Taurus, whether you are a Virgo, whether you are a Capricorn, you have to realize that all of us embodies the energies of Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Many of us readers will tell you this one thing: switch the energies or switch the roles. And the reason being, and the reason why I'm saying this and many others are saying this, is it goes back to what I said previously. Of all of the elements of creation of the first family, fire, water, air, and earth. Earth is now the only one of the 4 elements of creation that has not regained its sacred status. In fact, Earth is the most negative vibrating planet throughout our galaxy. And there are millions of galaxies within the universe. There are many universes. We refer to them as omniverses because it is omniscient or omnipotent or omniscient, omnipresent. What am I really, really trying to say? We cannot get mad or feel some type of way, because if you are truly a divine, intuitive energy reader, you can be in Timbuktu. If you come to any of the social media platforms and you view any reader, your energy is present. What we call 5G or 5th generation is the counterfeit or of the 5th dimension. So when you come to the counterfeit 5G, 5th generation technology, you have to understand that while you are viewing, your energy is picked up. Nobody knows you personally or physically, Nobody knows your name. Nobody knows your situation. It's the intuitiveness through the connection of the four elements of creation that we pick up on various energies from all over this planet. So, in most cases, unless you are viewing a live video specifically with your name and your situation or your chart or your energy attached to it, it is not personally meant or directly directed to you. Now, what I'll say is 155, 1555, as I said that. Fives represents change. The universe, through the elements of earth, is speaking to us. And all of us, again, can embody these elements of the earth through tarot energy that we call Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. For example, I am a Taurus. I am a Virgo. I am a Capricorn. Why am I saying that? Because I'm down here on planet Earth. And because Earth, daughter Earth, as I refer to it and many others, and we're here in this here 3D dimension, it is easy, very easy, to pick up on the energies that are vibrating negative down here. It doesn't matter if you're a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. The beauty of being a Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn down here is when you choose to do the energetic work or the shadow work or what have you, then at some point in time, your energy elevates because you are part of the cosmic system that Mother Universe is now allowing Earth the opportunity to regain its sacred status. Once Earth has regained its sacred status, now it is aligned with the other three elements: fire, water, and air. This becomes now what is referred to as, I call it, the forced awakening. Many of us in the religious community, we like to say things like, in the last days, God is going to pour out his spirit upon all flesh. What is spirit? Spirit is air. Spirit is water. Spirit is just what it is. We cannot deny this. We can't get away from this. So now Earth, daughter Earth, is now going through a spiritual transitioning. This is the reason why we pick up a lot on the energy of specific cards. Energetically, it's intuitively picked up from us. And that is your world card, your wheel of fortune, and death. The cause and effect of this is simple. We call it towers. And the towers are not meant to be looked at as negative. There are beautiful, beautiful tower moments in our lives that are positive. Example, if you go out and you hit the lottery big, it changes your life and causes a tower moment. Things that you probably was not able to do, you're able to do it now. Things that were lingering that no longer serve you can serve you now. That's the death. The transitioning or transformational aspect of the death card is what Mother Universe wants you to experience. That's where the healing takes place. That's where the shadow work takes place. Yesterday, as I was doing a soul's journey message reading for the zodiac sign or the energy, the constellational energy of Virgo, there were a couple of people that came in and very, very adamantly was pissed because they thought it was directed to them. They even went on to say, this man is trying to take your money. How? How can I take money from someone? I want you to think about that now. How can I take? He made up some cards. You can't make up cards. In fact, the 78 cards in tarot, if you want to look at it like that, they were made up based on energy, based on intuition, based on what the universe gave to the individual, male or female, masculine or feminine, gave to them. So if I am being accused of making up cards, that's crazy. In fact, why would I think about this now? Anything that's original, it can't be duplicated once it is created as an original. So if I have decks of cards, if you will, that I don't need, but if I have decks of cards that the universe, my guides and spirit source has given me to create energetically, look at it just like the original classic tarot deck. Now, if I picked up on your energy, all you have to do is, if you feel some type of way, just leave the live. If you send distorted energy, negative energy, just like as above and so below, the universe, if you send out that energy and it's negative or distorted, the universe is always going to return it to the sender, because the universe is not interested in negative energy coming from daughter Earth that the universe, Mother Universe, is not trying, but has already written in the stars that daughter Earth will regain her sacred status. Don't get mad at the energy reader. Don't get mad at the person, the body, the temple, the vessel like me, who has allowed the universe to utilize my body, my intuition, my love, my empathy, and share it with those that are out here by the millions, the tens of millions, perhaps even hundreds of millions worldwide, who come to these various platforms seeking answers, confirmations, and closures. Because, again, remember, daughter Earth is the only element of creation out of the four that has not regained her sacred status in the universe. Just remember that now. And because of this, the universe has granted and given different one of us the gift to read these energies or cards. And once again, if by any chance you go to any platform and you feel like that reader is talking directly to you, as we used to say in the church, count it all joy. You should be grateful and thankful that the universe was able to get a message to you through energetic tarot cards or tarot readers or energy readers. You should look at it like, wow, the universe is talking to me. Now, if you're guilty, there are three things that the universe can't stand: fear, guilt, and regret. You cannot manifest. In fact, if you are operating in the energy of fear, guilt, or regret, then you are going to get these different cards. Things like the Magician in reverse with the Seven of Swords, or with the Queen of Wands in reverse. When you see certain placements of these energies or cards, it indicates energetically through the universe, then down to the tarot reader, that someone is manifesting negatively. Now, if you are operating in fear and you're guilty of something and you regret actions due to the abuse of your free will and love, then the universe, through your guides and your ancestors, will cut off your ability to follow your intuition. Because when the universe gives us warnings and we just ignore these warnings comes by way of us utilizing our intuition. So if you don't want to use your intuition, the universe says, fine, I'll let Saturn or Saturn retrograde, I'll let Jupiter or Jupiter retrograde, I'll let Mercury or Mercury retrograde, I'll let Mars or Mars retrograde, I'll let Pluto or Pluto retrograde, I'll let Uranus or Uranus retrograde, and so on and so forth. I'll let my smaller energy sources, says Mother Universe, I'll allow them to deal with you. Because as far as Mother Universe is concerned, Mother Universe has transitioned out of a complete cycle as of December 21st, 2021. The universe has forward itself, if you will, into a higher dimension and higher levels of consciousness. So if you are embodying the energy of in a closed out universal cycle or constellation that we call Pisces, and you're stuck in portals, because when certain portals open and close, we energetically can get trapped into portals. And once you are trapped in these portals, whether you are negative or positive, that's what is going to reflect back to the universe. So those of us, when certain portals, like last year in October, when they open and then they close shut, whatever energy you were vibrating, that's the energy that you're going to be stuck in that portal. Man, the universe, or we would say, God forbid that you were negative energetically embodying these energies of fear, guilt, and regret. Then this is the reason why you see these repeated tarot readings from all of us. And they're just repeating and repeating and repeating. pretty much every constellation or every zodiac, not just Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. It just is connected to the element or the element of earth. But the thing about it is, it's just to repeat it. People are throwing dark energies, spell work, all of this dark shit, which is the contributing factor to the reason why daughter Earth has not regained her sacred status in the universe to begin with. So now these planets, these super moons, these new moons, these full moons, people are still going out with all of this here reflecting energy in the cosmic, like Saturn, Lord Karma. How can you do anything? There's nothing new under the sun or the moon or any of the planets. As I'm getting this ringing now and downloads. Now let me say this to y'all. Please, please do not get mad at the reader or the messenger and start sending negative energy to the readers and to the messengers. Because not that they're doing their job. Most of us, get this now, when you an empath, starseed, what have you, clairvoyant, when you have these energy gifts, it's not like we just went and begged for them. No, we had to go through a lot of bullshit energetically for Mother Universe to say, come here, sweetheart. I want you to do something. I know you have been through a lot, but I want you to learn your lessons. So I got a test for you. And if you pass these series of tests, I would allow you to utilize the gifts that I have available that is going to assist hundreds of millions of people to reach and regain their sacred status. And by doing so, it helps bring a low south node vibrating planet called Earth. And more people are reaching their sacred status, thereby allowing the universe to grant daughter Earth the energy of the forced awakening. You call it pouring out of God's Spirit in the last days. There are no such thing as last days. But what it allows you to do is, it allows you the opportunity to go forward, do the work, and before you know it, you're going to learn lessons. You're going to close out karmic cycles of this life, and by many cases that has followed you over from past life. I don't hate anybody. I don't even dislike nobody. The only thing that I despise is negative energies that are so succubus that it wants to assist in keeping this planet negative. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, as they say, but against powers, against spiritual wickedness in high places. No, I'm not a pastor. No, I'm not a preacher. But I am a former pastor who is now spiritually awakened and guided by the universal forces of my spiritual guides, my ancestors, and the galactic family. So many people now on Earth has violated several universal laws And Mother Universe is saying, now you got to pay. All of your world leaders, just look around you. Everybody is on edge. Everybody is going against each other. Everybody is warring. Everybody is spreading diseases. And then you have some nations that are creating these diseases. Now, in my closing, on my Facebook page, I have pinned at the top of the page, even though my Facebook page has been under several attacks over the past year, 2 years. But in 2017, Mother Universe gave me the ability and the download to warn people of this pandemic. You don't have to believe me. The video is there for your receipts. I called it out, both of the labs. I told everybody we were going to be locked down as a world and as a nation. And then it happened. Then I began to get attacked by the government, by Facebook, and by people who comes to platforms who are in fear, guilt, and regret. And they target me and others, and they attack us. They attack our platforms, our pages. But now, Mother Universe has come to our defense. And what I mean by that is, when you attack source, I'm a source for Mother Universe. So when you attack us, you're not just attacking us, you are attacking the universe. How can you win? So if you felt some type of way yesterday because of the reading I did pertaining to Virgo, that's not on me, that's on you. Go to any reader right now. Go to any reader. Go to any platform. Listen to any tarot reader. Listen to any energy reader. And what you will find that we all have in common is we keep picking up on all of these negative energies. Those of us who have decided that we're going to do the work. Let me tell you something. In my upcoming book, I deal with a lot of past life events. I've even shared with people on my Facebook page how that the universe, through its sacred geometry, because the universe communicates and understands one language, and that's numbers. If you look at this YouTube channel and you see my background, it's not there now, it's in another room, my studio. You will see those pyramids, and then you will see Kemet 9 cycle. That's the origin place on this planet for tarot. And then underneath there, you'll see my slogan for the Kemet 9 cycle. Numbers don't lie, because the universe communicates through numbers. You a number, I'm a number. Everything about us down here on this planet, whether is a number. Every planet is assigned a number. So let's just look at it like this in my closing. If we pick up on your energy, it's only because you came to the video, live. If I was to talk to you on the phone right now for 30 seconds or less, I'll pick up on your energy, and I can tell you some things to help you. If you are in one of my live videos, and I mostly do live videos, I don't do a lot of downloads because I like the raw essence of the energy. But if you come to a live video of mine, Just remember, this brother, this Netcher, this dude will pick up on your energy. And it's not by accident, but it's by universal design. Don't get mad. Don't feel some type of way because of the messenger. We have gone through, as some would say, hell and high water. We learned our lessons. We passed our test. I was once a karmic. I have vibrated low in this lifetime, in my past lifetimes, all 11 of them. However, I know who I am. I know my place in this here planet. I know my place in the universe. I know what I'm responsible for. So when some of y'all come to these platforms, hopefully you're like the millions and millions of others who have been ghosted, breadcrumbed, gaslighted, have had to deal with spell work, dark energy or dark magic, who have had to be homeless, who have had to lose everything, who have had to scratch and grind just to get back to the surface level. You don't know what a lot of these here readers, even myself, has endured. This is not a pretty job. This is not a pretty task. When I pick up on energies that are dark, I have to do, all of us have to do these things. We have to go and utilize nature's elements or nature's herbs in order for us to clear the energy. Just like now I'm having to do it because of whatever reasons. But I'll say this to you. I would invite anybody. I would invite anybody to walk in my shoes, my energetic shoes. Anybody. And because I embody now divine protection energy of a high priestess, of a hierophant, of the magician, we all start this soul's journey in the same spot. It's called zero, with nothing but two things: love and free will. And tarot is called the Fool card. And that Fool represents our soul's journey. That's why I changed the channel name to the Soul's Journey and Tarot, because of the Fool. The Fool has experienced many journeys, many soul's journeys. Anytime you see a Fool card energetically in tarot, for me as an energy reader, and not just a tarot reader, that's letting me know someone has completed a cycle all the way to 21. World card has closed out a cycle and is prepared energetically to embark upon a whole new soul's journey. I I enjoy now doing what I do because, because I get more positive energy support than I do negative. I help more people positively than negatively. That's why most of us readers, we don't do personal readings. Because you have these dark energies that try to manipulate our energy, and they fail. And we, as being empathic, empathetic beings, we don't want to see nobody perish. We don't want to see nobody get their ass whooped by Mother Universe. We don't want to see nobody transition into their afterlife and have to deal with the energy of Nrgies, the one that watches over dark fallen souls, if you will. Many of us, if not all of us, when we transition into the afterlife, many of us, we beg energetically for Mother Universe. Please, Mama Universe. Please, Mama. Give me another chance. I'll do it right this time. And then now you go before the Supreme, if you will, Galactic Supreme Court. The Universal Court. And you sign with your energy and your DNA a contract, a soul contract, to get the opportunity to re-enter a portal and exit the sacred womb portal again to get it right. And then some of us, instead of coming back and getting it right, we do what? Repeat the same karmic cycle. That's why you see that Wheel of Fortune card appearing so much in the death card. Death does not mean ending. It means the opportunity for transformation, for growth. And when you see that hangman energy, the universe is saying, hold on for a minute. You forgot what you signed up for? Well, hold on for a minute. I'm going to leave your ass stuck either in a dark energy and to give you the opportunity, I'm going to give you a little fire element, a sun. And I want you to reflect on that light for a minute so that perhaps you can get a new perspective on the contract that you signed, man or woman. A lot of times I have to explain. I can take all 78 cards and reverse them and give you all 156 energies, possibilities, so that we are able to be taught. I'm not that reader. You're never going to come to my platform here on the Soul's Journey in Tarot. Every blue moon, I might just give you a brief 9 or 10 minute video, but I'm not reading cards. I'm teaching someone. Because along this soul's journey, millions and millions come here because they are looking for change, confirmation. Their gut instinct and their intuition is telling them something about something or somebody. They just come for confirmation. So I'm not going to come and do no reading and tell you, oh yeah, Capricorn or Aries or and just go to naming off zodiacs. I'm not helping you like that. These 12 house placements, the constellations, we all embody all of them along this soul's journey. The moon has phases, 8. They reflect your emotions along this soul's journey. The sun is your enlightenment. It reflects the dark side from where you came under the dark moon for some who go and utilize this here element, this planet, the moon, to do these dark things. Nothing is hidden under the sun. Nothing is hidden under the moon. We will pick up on your energy by way of the universe giving us downloads and channeling messages. I used to be one of the biggest gangbangers, one of the biggest drug dealers, shot at over 300 and some times. Not one bullet hit me. I remember asking then as a low vibrating being, God, Jesus, why did you allow me to live? Why am I still alive? Why so many of my homies dead? Why I got to see bodies beside me and pour out liquor? Why? And as I went through my soul's journey as a fool and realized that the universe, my guides, my ancestors, allowed me to go through this dark night of the soul and said, look, boy, you got a lot of karmic debt from the past life, and you done brought that bullshit over here. Now it's time to pay. I didn't complain. I didn't blame. I took my universal ass whooping like an energy man, like an energy feminine, like an energy masculine, and I elevated. Now I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. My next destination is transitioning into my afterlife experience with all karmic debt paid. I paid off debt for generations of mine. Now they're free in their afterlife. They're not stuck in limbo in the cosmic between the 3D and the 5D. It's not deep. It's real. My dad and I have made so many sacrifices. Now I'm at peace. Now he's at peace. I come here to help. I don't come here to pick on your energy or your situation. I don't come here to reveal your dark side. It's not why I come here. I come here to help those that want to transition from their dark side and from their south node to their light side and their north node. So when that karmic wheel, that karmic cycle begins, when the wheel begins to turn, and it is always turning, you want to be on the side that even though you're down here, you're ascending. And once the universe see that you are continuously doing the work and you ascend, now the universe says, well done. Come on. I got something for you. What do I have for you? I have 10 of Pentacles. I have 10 of Cups. I have Karma, or the karmic wheel, upright. I'm going to give you all of the tools of the elements: fire, air, water, and earth, and you can manifest what you want. I am a master manifester. I'm no longer a master manipulator. I don't embody energies of lying and deceit and cheat. I don't. I've learned my karmic lesson. This is what we all should be. This should be all of our goals, is to elevate and to transcend, to ascend, not descend. So please, for your own good and your own sake, do not by any means necessary come to any of my lives. For that part, no readers live. Yeah, just like anything else. Like if you got the police department, you got good cops and you got bad cops. You got good readers, you got bad readers. Your intuition should be heightened enough to determine the difference between that which is good, that which is not good. Some of y'all have soul contracts with energies or people. When I say energies, you say people. I'll say people for right now. Some of y'all have soul contract with people, be it family, friend, lover, husband, wife, a foe, neighbor, whatever. You have soul contracts that you signed with your energy DNA to come back here as a fool. Get it right. It takes you 7 human experiences minimum to complete one universal purpose. Once you identify what your universal purpose is, you will be able to download episodes, events of things that took place in your prior human experiences. That is your guide. That's your compass. That's your human map. That's your DNA etched in your human experience. Take advantage of it. Get it right. Stop going to the graveyard. Leave the damn jars alone. Candles burn and burn out. Your soul don't. Your soul don't. Your soul is ancient. It spans all of your human experiences. I don't do twin flame reading because, one, your soul desires balance, peace, harmony, love. And you utilize this with the powers that's given to you that's called free will. Never let a reader tell you that's your twin flame. Wait on them. I'm not into that running and chasing type of bullshit. Don't ever chase anything, anybody, ever. Stay on your soul's journey, purpose. The universe, when you do the work, now you can manifest, you can ask. You don't even have to ask. You can manifest the being that you want to share your human experience with, not just some runner. I've told an individual in this human experience, look, we got some past life business that we need to take care of. That individual ended up running out of fear. And then all of a sudden, that individual contacts me out of the blue months later. Say, oh, I found out that we have a past life experience. So you didn't want to listen to me. Now that the universe has closed that cycle out and I paid that debt, I don't have to go back and reopen that cycle. It's closed. When the universe shut the door, don't you dare go and open it again, folks. I'm giving you experience here. I'm giving you some spiritual knowledge. Ghosts always return. Never forget that. Whether they return physically or energetically, just remember that. A ghost, if you will, or spirit, or energy, or being, a ghost will always return. And once that ghost soul is embodying the 8 of Swords, the 9 of Swords, the 10 of Swords, the 5 of Pentacles, the 3 of Swords, that soul is miserable. And when that soul, and the universe reveals to that soul, that individual that you did wrong, that cycle is closed. However, you will be in spiritual prison. You will be in spiritual jail. You will be tormented in your dreams. You will be tormented at night. You will not be able to sleep well. And every cycle that you enter into with someone else is only a karmic cycle. And whoever you enter into that cycle with, they bear 50% minimum of your karmic debt. That's the universal truth. This is how the universe operates. We are moving into higher dimensions. Many of us now operate in the 5th dimension. My meditations takes me on journeys. I'm able to see things before they happen. And I come here, like many others, to give people warning. I have a deck that's being prepared that has a list of every world leader and every nation upon this planet. And I have the ability to tap into any energy of any world leader. That's soon to come. Right now, I'm focused on the individual energies, not these dark-ass world leaders who keeps us in a trapped state of consciousness, because the war of consciousness is over 2,000 years old. A cosmic cycle, 2,150 years. And you don't want to be stuck in a karmic cycle in a constellation called Pisces, I believe. When the universe has moved us into the constellation of Aquarius, I know knowledge is power. Knowledge is key. Knowledge rules. So in my closing, again, when I come back later and start with Libra and go all the way to Pisces with my soul's journey's message that the universe has given me, just keep in mind, if you join in the live, I'm not going to, I'll block you after the fact. I'll let you stay in there. Because whatever you sin dark and negative, I have no way of keeping it from returning to you. That's the universe. People trying to find answers. Ghosting energy, manipulation through spell and magic and going to the cemetery and jars and candles and all of this other, taking elements of daughter earth, herbs, mixing them together. That's supposed to be done naturally for the healing of the nation, for the healing of the planet. But we utilize these natural herbs of earth. And we call on dark energies all the way from the darkest star or planet in the cosmic, Algol. And this year, Mother Universe dispatched Algol, the darkest star, the darkest planet. It says, I want you to join forces with Saturn. I want you to join forces with Jupiter. I want you to join forces with Mercury and Mars and Uranus. And I want you to bring back my daughter, Earth, to her sacred status. We'll see y'all a little while later for the soul's journey message for the constellation Libra. Peace and blessings. Ashe.